I decided to answer the question about my most meaningful musical experience as a performer. This experience was when I auditioned for the Maryland All-State Orchestra. It was recently, the audition was in October. I was the first one from my county, Allegheny County, to audition for this orchestra in 10 years. Well, people in Hartford County and Montgomery County, they have 50 kids audition every single year. And I was the first cellist ever to audition for this orchestra from my county. So knowing that, I was very, very proud to represent my county and show these Montgomery kids that there are still musicians from Western Maryland. So I was very proud to represent my county. My family, we drove 3 hours to Hartford, Maryland, so I could audition. The audition was held in a very gigantic high school. It's the biggest I've ever seen. It's called Edgewood High School. And so I walked in, and there was this cafeteria. This cafeteria was probably 5 times the size of my cafeteria in my local high school. And it was just packed with just so many kids and their families and their instruments. So I thought that's where I was supposed to go, because that's where everyone else was. And then I found out that that was just the woodwinds brass percussionists. I was like, no, that can't be. There's so many of them. That has to be where the strings were warming up too. No. The strings were warming up in the auditorium, and I was directed, and I saw this auditorium. This auditorium was the size of one of the floors of my high school. There were at least 200 violinists and another 100 violists, and there were at least 70 cellists. I had never seen so many passionate musicians who have the same mindset as me when it comes to music in one place. It was astounding. So there was this big projector where they called off our numbers to go audition. So my number was called and I went to audition, and it was a very good experience. I've never had a formal audition process before, so I didn't really know what to expect. And now I do, and I know how to better prepare myself, so I know I am able to do better in the future. So I wasn't accepted into the orchestra, and that's okay, because it's really inspiring to me to see all of these musicians, they're driving from all over the state of Maryland to come and to audition for this orchestra. Where I live, there's not really that many advanced musicians, so seeing that there are other people like me in our state was very, very inspiring.